We start with the despair and devastation in the Bahamas. New aerial video today shows what's left of Grand Bahama and Abaco Islands. You can see just empty spots where homes used to stand.
As hundreds try to evacuate from the Bahamas, there's a call for the government to do more. Keep in mind, there are still hundreds of people missing after Hurricane Dorian.
And today, the death toll rose to 44. Local 10 News reporter Roy Ramos is live in Nassau with an update. Roy.
Alex and Andrew, and we just got an update from the National Emergency Management Agency that tell us a total of 3,500 evacuees have been brought here to Nassau International Airport. They were processed right here in the hangar behind me. You can see that all has kind of settled down right now, but we do expect those operations to pick up early tomorrow morning as more and more people try to leave the Evacuees. You are looking at what used to be homes of Bahamian residents. This debris and destruction is what is left of a neighborhood near Marsh Harbor, and now more than 70,000 people are believed to be left homeless. 44 reported dead. We watched as these residents stood for hours on the tarmac at Treasure Cay International Airport hoping to find a flight to Nassau and leave the Evacuees, where there is nothing left.
There are communities that have been destroyed, absolutely devastated. It's almost like a focused nuclear attack. And so the needs in those areas are acute and they're immediate.
Mark Green, head of USAID, surveying the damage with his team today, saying they are working closely with the Bahamian government and looking at all emergency needs. More than 2,500 evacuees arrived at Nassau International Airport yesterday, and for the first time, we are taking you inside the process center at the airport. So when evacuees get off of the plane here at Nassau International Airport, officials tell us that they will go through a process right inside of the white hangar that you're looking at right there. They will have to be registered. They will be given food, water, and medical attention. At that point, they will then load onto the buses that you were looking at right here. Now, government officials are encouraging them to stay with family or friends because they say finding shelter for them may be a bit of a challenge.
We are processing enormous amounts of flights. So by and large, I would presume that we've gotten many thousands of Bahamians out of Abaco, so either by boat and by plane.
I spoke with Shannon Takalate, a registered nurse who works at the Cleveland Clinic in Weston. She described the moment she discovered a mother and her 2-week-old infant in Freeport just waiting for a flight to Nassau.
They were actually U.S. citizens, so we were able to get them on a plane, a private plane, to West Palm Beach. 2 weeks old. I mean, the baby was in the sun all day.
And again, officials telling us right now those evacuations are voluntary. They are not mandatory, but people leaving those islands because right now there is just nothing left. No running water, no electricity. We know that those evacuees are being brought here, and those that cannot stay with family members or friends will be sent to area shelters here in Nassau.
Roy, it's just heartbreaking. Do you know how many shelters there are in Nassau and how many people are in them right now?
Well, Andrew, the last we checked, there were 6 shelters right here in Nassau, and a total of 850 have been placed there. Now, we do know that those shelters are slowly becoming more and more populated. For that reason, the Minister of Tourism and Aviation is encouraging those people to stay with people that they may know here on the island because, as you can imagine, more and more people are continuing to evacuate.
Truly a devastating situation out there. Roy, thank you so much for your report.